What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's Kush back at it again with another New York Giants video. Now, of course, this is a big one. I was just, literally at school yesterday when this happened, and when I came home, did not have the time to do it. The Giants trade defensive tackle, fourth-year defensive tackle BJ Hill to the Cincinnati Bengals for in addition with a conditional 7th round pick, I believe, for a guy in Billy Price, former 1st round pick of the Bengals, offensive lineman, somebody that could play anywhere on the inside, guard and center. And the Giants definitely making moves here to help out their offensive line in terms of depth, or maybe even he'll start, we'll see. But they've definitely been scouting the league for offensive line help, and they came up with a trade. One of our only healthy players, by the way, and he was the only healthy player on Sunday that did not play against the Patriots in talking about BJ Hill here. The Giants are making moves. They're trying to improve this O-line, and they're trying to use any of their assets to do so. I was saying earlier that we have 11 picks, 5 of them in the top 100 in this upcoming draft. We have draft capital to use to trade for offensive line help. Now, it all depends on if that team that we're looking for wants to trade their offensive lineman, and that was the case with the Cincinnati Bengals. Billy Price, who was a 1st round pick in 2019, somebody that was a starter, I believe, his rookie year, and didn't start after that because he lost his job to Trey Hopkins sometime in the 2019 season. Some people view this guy as a bust. I look at him and I say he's somebody that's faced injuries throughout his career. He has not lived up to that draft pick yet, of course. I don't think he has. Otherwise, the Bengals wouldn't have traded him in the first place. It's kind of similar to the Josh Jackson trade in the fact that I feel like we gave away a better player in the trade, at least as of right now. BJ Hill is definitely a better player at his position than Billy Price is at his position, but that's not to say that Billy Price is terrible, and I'll get back that to a second. Hill is somebody that was a starter for us his rookie year. He was a great defensive tackle. He was somebody that was part of a nice rotation that Patrick Graham ran last year. Obviously, the Giants have a strong defensive line, and I will say, I don't know if this is controversial or not, our defensive line did take a hit today in terms of depth. BJ Hill was definitely our best backup defensive lineman, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You got Leo, you got Dex, you got Danny Shelton out there as your starters, Austin Johnson as a backup. And after Austin Johnson, I'm not sure who was there. You know what I'm saying? We had BJ Hill, keyword being had. I think now this opens up the spot for a guy like Raymond Johnson, who's been kind of showing some things in camp to make the roster and whatnot. Maybe that undrafted guy in David Moa. We'll see. Hey, maybe Afidi makes the team now despite him not making any noise in camp. But in my opinion, our depth definitely took a hit, and it's such a different line from what it was last year. And last year we had such a good line. Part of it was the rotation. People keep forgetting that. Part of it was the fact that we could rotate guys in as fresh legs to keep the starters, out there healthy and keep them out there energized. And these backups were still doing their job. And BJ Hill is a really good player for the Giants. He will start on like half of the teams in the NFL. Maybe he starts for the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? That's how good of a backup he was. Looking at Billy Price now, he's kind of had the opposite career trajectory, kind of like, once again, the Isaac Yiadom and Josh Jackson trade, where Price was his 1st round pick with so many expectations. You're at the point right now where people are saying that he's a terrible offensive lineman, and I don't believe that necessarily. Once again, the injuries, that's something that we'll look into. He's still very young, so he could improve. And in fact, according to Bengals beat reporters, he has been improving and has been having a good offseason, a good training camp, a good preseason. You need to stop judging from grades from like 2+ years ago, from what he was doing in 2018 and 2019, and look at what he was doing in 2020 and now the 2021 offseason. And guess what? In the 2021 offseason, his career trajectory has gone up. And before I even talk about Price and what his strengths are as a lineman and things like that, let me quickly address something. It's fine to have reservations about this trade. I have reservations about this trade. As I expressed, I currently do believe that Hill is the better player. However, I'm also happy that we made this trade because guess what? I've been asking for offensive line help for God knows how long. And now we are finally getting that offensive line help. I hope it's not the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Some part of me still really hopes we take one of those 5 picks that we got in the top 100 next year. You know what I'm saying? Take like a 3rd or rounder, pair it with another 6th or something, send it to some team for another guard, another tackle, a really good one, obviously, because that's a lot of draft capital you're sending away. But we could afford it. You know what I'm saying? We still got 10 picks left in this upcoming draft, and we still need O-line help. But Price comes here, and he's automatically our best backup. Am I wrong for saying that? You guys let me know if you think I'm wrong for saying that. But let's look at it. Our 2 good backups right now, and it's hilarious that we only have 2 backups that I could really call good and really say, you know what, they're going to be semi-reliable in times of need. Nate Solder, who's playing tackle and guard now apparently, and then Jonathan Harrison, who's a really good pickup by the Giants as a backup center. Now you have Billy Price, and I think Billy Price is better than both of them, or at the very least better than Jonathan Harrison. We'll see how it goes. Even if he's not, let's say he's our 3rd best backup O-lineman, that's still a good thing, because we all know the Giants' depth is terrible, and he's definitely better than the undrafted guys that we have there right now. So immediately the strengths to Billy Price is his run blocking game, which is very similar to most of the Giants' offensive linemen, and the fact that he has great strength. He fits the profile of what our inside linemen are in Shane Lemieux, Nick Gates, and Will Hernandez. He moves guys in the runs. He's a good athlete. He could play all 3 spots at the inside, but he needs to improve in pass protection. He needs to improve with his blitzes. And without a shadow of a doubt, we are taking a chance on this guy, but I like it simply because of the fact that, once again, we need offensive line help desperately. Now, I will say this. It's very similar to the John Ross pickup as well, which is hilarious. John Ross was the Bengals' 2017 first-round pick. Billy Price is their 2018 first-round pick. People love the John Ross pickup, did they not? Did they not say, hey man, if this guy could stay healthy and stay on the field with his talent, he could do something great for us? Have the same mindset with Billy Price. If he could stay healthy, stay on the field, and in this case, he has been healthy and on the field the past 2 years at the very least. So the thing is, more likely, just like if he could develop, he could do great things for us. It's very, very similar to the John Ross pickup. And then there's other guys that say, well, why do we trade for a lineman that's on their last year of the contract? Well, BJ Hill was on the last year of his contract. And let's be honest, let us be completely honest here. BJ Hill was going to play phenomenally for us as a backup defensive tackle this year. But the chances of him getting a second contract with the Giants are really, really slim. You know, I spoke about this in a 2018 draft pick video. Out of the 2018 draft, which was a very, very strong draft for the Giants in my opinion, some people would say, well, oh, look, we traded away one of those players from that draft. I could say it's a strong draft because of the fact that he got us somebody back, and we'll see how this turns out. But looking at that 2018 draft, there's really only 2 guys in it that I see getting second contracts with the Giants. That's Saquon, that's Will. BJ Hill, despite being a great player for us, was really not going to get that second contract. Why? Because we're great at finding defensive tackles. I mean, that's how he got replaced on the team in the first place when we traded for Leonard Williams. That's the only reason this man's snaps went down. We simply got better at the position. And once again, I'm hoping that that's why they're confident in their depth, you know, to trade away somebody that was probably their best depth player, because, you know, they're looking at guys like Raymond Johnson, they're looking at guys like David Moore possibly to step in and take that role. And then also the draft coming up. You know what I mean? Once again, the Giants are great at drafting defensive tackles, so guys, do not worry about it. But this is a move that, once again, you got reservations on. It's fine, but look at it with a bright light. Why am I telling you to look at it with a bright light? Because I'm tired of negativity. I really am. I'm sorry. It's the same thing as the John Ross move. It's similar to the Yadam for Josh Jackson move. But guess what? He steps in and he's automatically one of our best offensive line depth players with a possibility of maybe even starting for us. I could see, for example, him starting ahead of Ted Larson, because he's definitely better than that guy. But I could see him starting at left guard should Shane Lemieux continue to struggle with his knee and not play week 1. I'm going to just put that out there, all right? But that's it for now, guys. You let me know what you think. Put your thoughts down below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll catch y'all in the next one.